Boy, and we dealt with wind here as well, Cedric.
Yes, we did. And we still are actually dealing with some of those winds. And it's the same weather pattern that's helping to spread those fires across Southern California, the Santa Ana winds. But they begin here across Utah as those winds get funneled through the canyon gaps and down through southern Utah and right across into Southern California. So we've had winds gusting 30, 40, 50 miles per hour. I'm waiting for an updated number look here for us of some of the numbers here. But I already have seen some wind gusts up to 50 to 60 miles per hour this afternoon. So I know we've had some higher gusts than those numbers I was showing you. But we still have that wind advisory in effect for portions of Ogden down through Layton and Bountiful. This goes until tomorrow at noontime. But I do think the winds will begin to calm down. But right now we're still seeing those gusts around 40 miles per hour in Bountiful, 43 in Centerville, 52 in Farmington, and 34 currently in Layton. Still wind gust of 40 right now in Ogden. Also, as we mentioned, they're around Lower Washington County. This is part of the Santa Ana winds that's kind of helping to push down across Nevada and right on through Southern California. We're seeing those wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour as well. So St. George, you're included in that wind advisory. And notice your wind gusts currently 43 miles per hour. So again, yeah, we're seeing some of those gusty winds. Now, the easterly wind event across the northern half of the state will be winding down as we go throughout tonight. But we are still expecting those gusty winds to stick around through the first half of tomorrow for southwest Utah. After that, we start to focus our attention on the frigid overnight temperatures heading our way. And then we got to talk about some weekend snow chances. All right, let's look at the temperatures out there right now because it's 39 in Salt Lake City, down to close to freezing currently in Logan. We've got 32 in Price, 33 in Emory, and Milford. It's 32 in Cedar City. I point that out because we're just beginning the fall with these temperatures. Now, last night we had those clouds, we had the gusty winds. That kind of helped to hold temperatures up a little bit. Not so much tonight. We're going to see our temperatures for most of the state heading down into the teens, I think. In fact, I'm going to go with about 19 in Salt Lake City, but our friends in Logan, you're at 33 now. How about 12 when you wake up tomorrow morning? 11 in Beaver, 16 in Delta, 17 in Cedar City, 12 in Price, 9 in Vernal. Yeah, that's the way it's looking right now. How about 30 degrees, even as far south as St. George? So those gusty winds will kind of fade out as this low pressure kind of wraps up and moves away. We get another one that drops in here on Thursday. That just keeps the northerly flow going. So we're going to continue to usher in that chilly air, but mainly dry. Now we get a third low pressure that drops in here. This one arrives as we get into the weekend. Not only will it bring another shot of colder air, but it may have enough moisture to produce some snow chances for parts of the area. So let's track that next snow chance for you. This first system coming through on Wednesday night will stay to our north and east in terms of any precipitation chances. High pressure will be the main thing with that. Now, as we get into Friday afternoon, we're still dry here, but that next system drops in as we go into your Saturday and Sunday, and that will bring us our next chance of at least some snow showers across the area. So you can see we stay dry for your Wednesday, Thursday, and really for most of Friday. But Friday night and the Saturday and Sunday will introduce that next chance of snow, first across the north, possibly working its way across the south after that. We could sure use the snow. We typically see about 22, almost 23 inches of snow by this time during the season. We've only seen 3.8 inches here in Salt Lake City. That puts us at about 19 inches below where we should be for the winter season so far. We've got a lot of catching up to do. St. George, windy conditions. I wish I had some precipitation in the forecast, but I'm just not seeing it. Low highs in the 50s, lows in the 20s. Really, for the next 7 days, it's going to get cold for sure. Below average temperatures. The Wasatch Front, well, we're going to be looking at the cold weather. Highs in the 30s, lows in the teens. And we'll have to introduce a chance of a few of those snow showers for the weekend. It doesn't like a significant system, but of course, we'll keep an eye on it. But it could bring us some accumulations both in the valleys and in the mountains. So we'll see. We could use it. We're behind.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.